Come on, open that side.
How dare you hit me like that?
One day, he entered the sacred room and pointed at the wooden staff behind glass. "This belongs to me," he said. "She told me to take it when the time comes." No one had ever told him about that staff. It was his great-grandfather's. The one who built the empire. Time passed, but the mansion never returned to normal. Even after baby David turned 4, no one was allowed into the house. Workers came and went quickly. No one spoke too much. There were no visitors, no parties, no celebrations, only silence and wealth. Mr. William, now grayer and quieter, became even more attached to David. He refused to let the boy attend school. Instead, private tutors came at night, staying only a few hours before being dismissed without pay if they asked too many questions. David rarely laughed. He rarely cried. His favorite room was the one no one entered, the old prayer room with the fire marks on the walls. Meanwhile, Joy changed completely. She was no longer the soft and smiling daughter. Her eyes were tired. Her voice trembled sometimes. She had nightmares. She often woke up screaming the same words. She said, "I didn't stop it." She said, "I let it happen." Grace was too tired to argue anymore. She spent her days caring for David and her nights crying into her pillow. But Joy was growing desperate. The weight of the secret was too heavy. She decided to speak. There was one person Joy trusted, an old childhood friend named Michael. They grew up together before Mr. William cut the family off from outsiders. Michael had become a journalist, working quietly for a small online news site. He was kind, curious, and had always cared about Joy. One morning, when Mr. William was away at a private business meeting, Joy called Michael using an old phone she had hidden for years. "Please come," she said. "I need to tell you everything. But you must promise not to speak to anyone else." Michael arrived the next day, quietly. He didn't use the front gate. He entered through the side. Past the broken fence near the gardener's quarters, Joy led him to the old library, the only room without cameras. For 2 full hours, she told him everything. The dream Mr. William had, the old priest warning, Grace agreeing to carry her father's child, the birth of David, the midwife's vanishing, and the strange things David had begun to say. Michael sat frozen, his notebook untouched. "Joy," he said finally, "do you know what this means? If what you're saying is true, then this is dark. This is criminal. This is spiritual. I don't want fame," she whispered. "I just want peace. I want to sleep again." Michael promised to help. He hugged her, told her to be strong, and left through the same back route. He never made it home. 3 days passed. Joy sent messages. No reply. She called. No answer. Then she saw the news. Young journalist Michael Adeyemi missing since Monday. Last seen near Borderland Road. She dropped her phone. She didn't tell Grace. She didn't tell Mr. William, but that night, she locked her door, and for the first time in years, she prayed out loud. That same night, Joy woke to a chill in the room. The air was heavy. The lights flickered, and there she was standing at the foot of the bed, Mary. Her mother, but she looked different. Her skin was pale, and her eyes looked tired but full of fire. "Mommy." Joy whispered, trembling. Mary didn't speak at first. She walked forward slowly, her hands by her sides. "You should have stopped it, Joy," she said. "I tried." Joy cried. "I was scared. He brought fire into this house. And now the boy carries it." "What boy?" Joy asked. "David." Mary nodded. "He is more than a child. He is a door." Joy asked, "A door to what?" But Mary was already fading. Her last words were barely a whisper. "Protect your sister." The house is cracking. Joy woke up the next morning drenched in sweat. Her door had been locked from inside, but the floor had wet footprints leading from the bed to the window. Later that week, a priest came to the compound. His name was Father Thomas, a calm, quiet man who had heard rumors. He claimed he was simply checking in on old families in the neighborhood, but Joy noticed something. When he saw David from a distance, he crossed himself 3 times, not once, That night, he asked to pray inside the house. Mr. William agreed. But only in the living room. As Father Thomas began to pray, the lights flickered. David, sitting on the staircase, suddenly stood up. He walked down slowly, barefoot, staring at the priest. "You brought fire with you," David said. The priest stopped. "What did you say, my child?" David looked at him and whispered, "She doesn't like you." Then he walked away. Father Thomas cut the prayers short. That evening, he left and did not return, but he sent a message to Joy the next day. The boy is not just a boy. And something sleeps beneath that house. Be careful. The case of Michael's disappearance didn't fade away. A young officer named Inspector Yinka became obsessed with the case. He had seen Michael's reports before, and something about his last location felt strange. He tracked Michael's final phone ping. It led him to the edge of the William estate. He knocked. He asked questions. The guards gave code, practiced answers. But Yinka was not a man who gave up. He started digging into the William family old records, land deeds, the death certificate of Mary, and even the files on the midwives who vanished. One night, he received an anonymous envelope. Inside, photos of the two midwives, a note, last seen entering the William house. Never came out. Yinka's blood ran cold. He swore to himself, "I will find the truth about that house even if it kills me."